Hey, good morning guys. Before we get started with today's video, I want to do some quick housekeeping things here. We haven't gave you guys an update on the turkey tour, where we're going, what we're doing and all that, so I wanted to run through that real briefly to start. Another thing before I get to that is that we're launching a second YouTube channel right now for the THP podcast. Zach has been recording the majority of the podcasts the last couple years, and most of them have been audio versions only, but now we're going to launch a THP podcast channel where we're going to have updated podcasts every week all year long. And on that channel, we're going to be doing live feeds every Thursday night for at least the first part of the turkey tour. And that begins, I think we're going to try doing this next Thursday, so that'll be March the 9th for our first live feed on there. We used to do those live feeds on Facebook a bunch and Instagram, and we really like doing them. We like interaction with you guys, especially real time like that, answering a lot of questions and stuff, and just getting a visit with you guys for a little bit in the middle of the hunting season. So we're going to bring that back, except it's going to be on the new THP Podcast YouTube channel. So go over to that channel and subscribe. We'll post a link to it down below. But another thing we're doing this spring that's a little bit different than last year is we're going to try producing more videos during the turkey tour, and we're going to try producing them faster. So starting just here in a few days, we're going to be heading down to Mississippi for their youth season, and we're going to try to crank these videos out as quickly as we can. We're going to try to make as many of them as we can for y'all. Gonna make for lots of late nights editing at McDonald's or wherever trying to find internet, but we'll just figure it out. We'll make it work. But that's it for update stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. We'll see you on the turkey tour here in just a few more days.
All right, it is June 5th and I'm heading to Michigan. I'm doing a solo trip here. The rest of the guys are headed down to Texas, but turkey season's still open, and I think they all would like to be turkey hunting, but they're going down by Range Ferry there, but I asked them if I could go turkey hunting instead, and they were all nice enough to let me go. So I'm headed there now. I got about a 5-hour drive, and the main focus of this video is just going to be on how to save money when you're traveling to hunt like this. And our number one expense is always fuel, especially this spring. I don't know what the gas prices are like right now when this video is coming out. It's going to be the following February. Hopefully they've gone down a bunch, but right now they're up to about $5. And if you watched the last couple videos, you saw the long-haired fella Bruce. He went to Michigan a couple days ago. His buddy called him before he drove over there. He said, make sure you fill up before you get into Illinois, because it's almost $6 there. So that's good information to know. But I use the Google Maps app, and it pops up on there different fuel prices for different gas stations, and there was a bunch of them that were $5.10. This one was $4.79, and that might not be a lot for one fill up, but if you're doing it a whole bunch, all that adds up. And especially if I get down to Illinois and it's $6, it's really going to save me a bunch of money. So I guess that's the first tip, is just try to get gas as cheap as you can. Obviously there's areas that you get into where you don't really have much for options, but right now I do. As I'm driving there, I'm going to be going through Milwaukee, right around Chicago, a bunch of bigger cities, and when I get down to Milwaukee, gas prices are going to be a lot more expensive than they are right here. So gas, food, and licenses are probably the most expensive things depending on where you're hunting at. Michigan is relatively cheap as far as licenses go, but our number 1 and 2 expenses are always gas and then food usually. So speaking of food, my buddy Zach got married last night, and I kept asking when they were cleaning up the tables for a box. There's a bunch of food left over, so I got a bunch of chicken, potatoes. The potatoes are really good, vegetables, and some beef tips or something it looks like. But that'll cover me for, honestly, I've only got about a 2-day trip here, so food's not going to be too crazy. I got a cooler full of venison bacon and apples, bananas, stuff like that. If I can avoid buying snacks at gas stations like this where it's real expensive, that'll save you a bunch of money too. I won't waste any more of your time right now. I'm gonna keep trucking to Michigan. I should get there a couple hours before dark. Hopefully we can at least roost a turkey tonight. Sounds like Shane Simpson's there, Catman, Bruce, and who knows who else is there, but should be pretty fun. Got 2 days left to turkey hunt. We're gonna live it up while we can. .540, just 30 minutes to the south.
Welcome to Michigan.
Here in Michigan, baby. 166 bucks, and I believe you can kill 1 turkey here. I'd say that's about average price for a non-resident tag. They can be way more expensive, and they can be quite a bit cheaper. So if we hear a turkey gobbling in the next 2 days, it'll be worth it to me. About 10 miles back, it was a little more than $5. And then you go, it's $4.79 here. And then less than a quarter mile down the road. It's $4.50 now. It'd be interesting to see how much money I end up saving just by paying a little more attention to phone there and paying a little more attention to where you fill up. It's funny how, at least I don't really pay too much attention to it when gas prices are cheap, but then when they get like this, it gets your attention a little more, I guess. Oh, Red Dog. How's it going, buddy? How you doing? You feel like June?
Oh man, they have just been on fire.
You can't ask for any better weather than this, doesn't seem like.
I mean, it's nice and cool.
You got one the second morning?
Yeah.
Got real close the first day?
Should have killed him. I probably could have killed him the first day, but it was just one of them deals. You hear me shoot, and then I mean, 2 or 3 minutes later, I picked the phone up and finally videoed the gobbler. He stood like from here to the road, wide open and never moved. He was just like, whoa, what was that? And then finally he started putting and he flew up in a tree right there above me because he didn't know what happened. He was getting up high to look around. And he finally, something 35 or 40 minutes later, he flew out of that tree. And that was all she did. I went out there and picked up.
You just sat there, let him.
Yeah, I didn't move. I didn't want to get up because I knew I might be hunting with somebody else.
Yeah.
And there's other hunters around. Matter of fact, Friday when I killed him, dude, it was like Florida.
Really?
I mean, people all. Matter of fact, I heard 5 shots that morning, and Doug heard 3. So there was 8 shots that morning. I know 5 of the 7 turkeys I heard got shot at.
Jeez, you got your tip as a traveling turkey hunter. What's something that's going to save people some money?
Find the turkeys quick when gas prices are this high. That way you don't have to drive around too much.
Before I forget, I gotta ask here, what's your biggest tip on saving a little money when you're traveling around to hunt?
Sleep in your truck.
Sleep in your truck?
Yeah, and don't eat.
don't eat. Don't drive.
Yeah, I don't eat a whole lot during spring.
No.
And I still don't lose any weight.
That's what Bruce said. He said, find turkeys right away so you don't have to drive around looking for them.
That's right, kill on first day. Here I am going on day 6 and I haven't killed anything.
You got a tip for saving money while you're traveling around to hunt, Cat?
Don't travel. Right. Keeps going up. Price keeps going up.
Morning, there was hundreds of gobblers.
I mean,
I get to them,
tent
so
camper,
I
sleep
tried
in the
to slip
vehicle.
around
Don't go,
that bird,
get a bunch of
and
luxuries,
they all
I guess.
fly.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pay for fuel
I figured
regardless.
they'd all
Yeah.
calm down.
That's what I talk about. It's definitely the number one cost is always going to be fuel, even when it's not
I didn't have
$6 a gallon. We have secured permission.
That's correct.
And Bruce claims these turkeys will gobble.
I've heard them do it once or twice.
There's some public ground about 800 yards to the north of them. And you guys are fooling with them.
Yeah,
and you called them all the way over.
all 3 of these longbeards came one by one at different times over there, only to get run off by a group of rogue jakes every time. So
we got permission to the ground that they've been on pretty much the whole time that you've had experience with them. So
there's good woods.
We're in good shape.
Yeah, there's good spots to set up on them. I'd say we've got a good chance at being in the game.
Yeah. We just rolled up and the guy's like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we didn't even really have to ask him, can we turkey hunt? It's like he already knew what we wanted. So
He said he shot his first day of the season. He probably hasn't thought about turkeys
since then. So we got all the way in here. We saw 3 longbeards from the road, and we get in here and there's 3 hens and a jake standing in the field. So now the hunt for the mystery longbeards begins. We'll see if we can't put eyes on them in this other field. We're just gonna slow roll it, and if we get lucky this afternoon, we do. If not, we're gonna have to give it one last hoorah on June the 7th. So we shall see what happens.
You won't miss him once you glass him. If you glass him first, because he's strutting.
I just gotta get where it's more open.
You see him?
No, but I'll find him. Watch your head.
He's going right.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Act like there's turkeys close by to him.
Look at him moving. Where's the other 2? Look at him strutting.
He's looking, boy.
I think that turkey wants to hear some yelping. He's slowly but surely kind of coming across the field. where the other two are.
Yeah. Might come slipping up this edge here.
Yeah.
He's coming pretty fast now.
These jakes are after him up here. I'd say he's probably gonna come over here.
Heard that. Oh, there's another tom coming in from the left. On the other side of the field, or maybe those jakes, but definitely running from them. Longbeards.
It's a longbeard.
2 of them for sure.
Yeah, I feel. Oh yeah, standoff time. Oh wow, this whole flock of turkeys coming in. That longbeard that came in second has got a massive beard. Dude, I can see that thing swinging in this camera and it is huge. And they're coming straight at us.
As soon as they go in, we'll try to get over there. Imagine they're just gonna work that edge, hopefully.
Oh, my longbeards are still right here.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Yep, I don't know. He just gobbled.
And the open. They're working this way.
Are they?
Huh?
Are they?
I don't know. It looks like the 2 hens I can see are.
All 3 longbeards are back in the field. One of them's moving off, the other one's standing there, the other one's strutting. And they're moving off.
Seems like they're coming, huh?
Yep. One sneaking over here to the left.
Yeah.
He's gonna probably come all the way up this edge. Oh no. Just be ready for him.
I'm so nervous about missing. That ain't good.
Don't be. We'll just make sure they're good and close. They're coming.
Oh yeah.
I think we're gonna get a shot here.
That left one is probably 80 yards, I bet.
Oh, they're coming right on the string.
This left one's probably 60. Can you see the left one?
I'm on the strutter. And the other one.
It's probably 50 yards to the left now.
I still don't see him.
He's working even further to the left, but he's coming. He's probably gonna pop up first, it seems like. 45, I would guess. 45.
Oh, I see him. Just let him come on. I'll have him on video. Come on. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
couple again. Yeah, they're ready to come up again. Good job, man. You smoked him. Just leave these other ones be for the boys. Yeah. I don't think they're any worse for the wear. That's 2022. That's a wrap right there, buddy. Don't get much better than that. Dude, how good did that work? Oh, I'm talking about. I've been that nervous about missing it in a while. I mean, he's what? Look at how pretty he is. I know, he's what, 25 yards? Look at those colors. That's perfect, yeah. 4 strutters just on a string across the field. I know, they had no reason to come over here. They had no reason to come over here. When you kept giving me the countdown on the gobbler to the left, I mean, I never saw him until he was already inside gun range. He looped pretty tight to this fence line, but there's enough pockets where I could keep eyes on him, which was good. That's natural selection at its finest right there. Yeah. He ought not to walk the edge. It don't get any better, boys. I don't see anything wrong with them. I don't either. Cool. I think cool is a gross understatement. Man, that's pretty. Yeah. Problems, bro. Don't know why or it's gonna happen. But late in the season, when you come up here, you probably never been out of the field because it's been. But now the time is right.